Hello everybody, and welcome back to Encounter Roleplay. My name is Will, I'm a D&D sex icon, and I'm back today with yet another episode of The Order, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play game, with Susanna Grace as our Dungeon Master. Susie, how's it going tonight?
Hey, good, how are you?
I'm good. I'm better for being here, and I'm ready for the shenanigans.
Nice. And shenanigans there will be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, let's go around. Let's meet the full cast and crew. Let's figure out who we are and who we're going to be playing tonight. Let's start with the miscreant, Chris from Loot the Room. Chris, how's it going, my friend?
I'm doing well, and I'm going to ask you how you're doing, even though Susanna just did. How you doing?
I'm doing good. My shirt is chromering a little bit, which makes me look dirty, but aside from that,
I think it's the dirt that makes you look dirty.
could be that.
Finbar,
Could also be
however.
that.
Yeah, very. I'm good. I'm going to be playing Darak, the Dwarven cleric, with his big hammer and no pink dress. Yet.
Yet. Good to distinguish that. Also, we have Madame Gandalf with us tonight. Madame Gandalf, how's it going?
Not too shabby, not too shabby. Alive, awake, and well. Though that question of like figure out who we are, man, that's going to take me longer than the intro to really figure out.
I'm on that journey myself.
A deep question. Yeah, exactly. We're all on that path of self-discovery. But at least Ari kind of knows who she is, and she is in love with herself and anything that seems vaguely like herself. And so she's just kind of in this for the gold, is in this for making some dough out of the Order. And heck, she may even get to stay at Finbar's grand estate that he now has. And so that makes her kind of happy, living a comfortable life. A comfortable life.
You're assuming that Finbar still has that. That was a whole week ago, so we're going to have to wait and see how see how that went.
This is where he's just like burnt it into the ground since then. Right. It's just like a haunted house. It's just been like gathering dirt without that, without the house person.
Yeah. It was like that one kids movie I watched. It was horrific. Amazing. We have Eldritch Warlock with us tonight. How's it going, my friend?
To be totally honest, I'm a bit nervous. This is my first time here, but excited for what happens as well.
Absolutely. Well, we promise not to bite too hard. Who are you going to be playing tonight?
I'll be playing Gaveldulf, the Tiefling Warlock.
Very cool. Awesome. And of course, we have Koros RPG with us tonight. How's it going, my friend?
Hey, guys. Man, I am super excited for today. I can't wait to see what shenanigans, right? Shenanigans are in store for us today, and so I am interested to see who survives and who ends up hitting the pavement this time around.
It's only a matter of time. Amazing stuff. So before we get in, of course, I'll be playing Finbar, the half-elf bard, who is very beautiful on the outside and very ugly on the inside. He's going through several steps of recovery. He's not sure which step he's on right now, but it's not very advanced. Before we dive into today's game, I'll remind you guys, of course, the order is again that you guys in chat can come along and play with us each week. ! Play will take you to the link where you can go and apply to be on the show with us each week. It's great fun, so come along and play. And of course, we are sponsored as per usual by fantasygrounds.com, our virtual tabletop of choice, where all the dice, tokens, maps, etc. will be from Fantasy Grounds. So you can check out their demo license for free. WaylandGames.co.uk sell incredible D&D board games and war games. So go over to their website for up to 20% off the retail value of their products. And then last but not least, tabletoploot.com sell amazing, fantastic dice. And they give away a set here in the chat live at the end of each show this season. So stick around until the end and be in for a chance to win. Of course, you guys can interact with today's show. Here is the tweet for you guys. You can subscribe as well to get some viewer decisions where you guys get to decide something which happens next in our campaign. Last but not least, you can donate to affect the game as well by giving players nat 1s, nat 20s, wilds, magic surges, and worse. But I'm going to hand back over to Susie, our DM for tonight, to take us into tonight's episode of The Order.
So, last week a lot of things happened. A lot of things happened last week. Mostly Finbar things, if we're being honest. The gang set out to a town where there'd been a string of strange murders. Interconnected murders. A family appeared to have been picked off one by one. After some investigation, which did involve creeping around a guy's bedroom as he slept in a massive four-poster bed and seducing an elven butler. The and setting fire to taxidermied cats, that happened too. Yeah, that was a thing. You did eventually discover that the Mr. Jenkins, Mr. Quentin Jenkins, and his butler were lycanthropes, or were-people, one of which was a were-rat, the other a were-bear. You chased them to a cave, summarily dispatched of the were-bear, and took the were-rat as a prisoner. You brought him back to the headquarters. Upon arriving back home to headquarters, you found the place completely empty. Like, empty. And as the gang searched around, Ari heard some sounds coming from a closet, and out poked Wolf. He begged for help. And that's where we left it, if I remember correctly.
That's fine.
So, Ari.
Ari's going to continue licking cards at his face. As where we left off last week, pretty much.
Yes, we did, yeah.
Huh.
Well remembered.
Flick.
And he just
Flick.
Before he scurries forward and sort of grabs at you and goes, there was a thing, and then everybody just
touchy.
Sorry.
Boundaries.
Sorry.
But you're panicking. What's going on? Why are you panicking?
Everybody's gone.
Harry's gonna look around. You don't say. I thought of this was a party.
What? And he
Look, the
starts
rest
to
of them
cry
are
a little
upstairs.
bit.
Oh no. Dark! Finbar! There's a
We're not
crying thing at my feet!
Don't respond. We can't hear her.
So, Derek,
God.
you're upstairs and you are looking through the head huntress's offices. And you
Yes.
found that this place is completely empty. There's not even a shred of paper here.
Yes.
And as you walk around, you are, like, this is weirdly empty.
I will go back down and report on my complete lack of findings.
Okay. You see as you said that.
There's fuck all up there. Nothing.
As you start coming down the stairs, you just see Ari stood there with a pile of cards at her feet, and Wolf kind of just like scrumpled down on the ground, like almost fetal, crying to himself as she stands there.
Well, that's normal. That's fine. Finbar's still there, right? Oh no, Finbar didn't come back with us.
I don't know where I am right now.
Ari, what happened to the other two?
I'm not entirely sure. But now there's a crying one at my feet. And this is just bringing bad flashbacks to what feels like a previous life. Of just lots of crying and babies and... This is a very trialing time for me.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah. Here, and she'll bend down and try and help Wolf up.
He
Okay.
gets up and...
Give it to her straight. She's probably shaking him a little bit too hard for like trying to do this.
Shaking like a crying baby.
What's happened here? Where is everyone? And why have our party members gone missing?
And you see him like wipe his nose with his sleeve, and it's sort of gross. He says, I was outside and I was feeding the horses, and then I came back in and everybody was gone. It felt a bit weird when I came in though. Like my body felt weird.
So you saw nothing?
No.
And what about Ms. Head of Order?
Huntress.
He just sort of shakes his head, wide-eyed. Roll perception checks for me, please.
Okay.
Ooh.
What's my perception? I should know this by now. Oh, hello.
Do.
It's a 24 total.
Alright. Ari, you're too busy trying to not get Wolf snot on you as he's kind of like, you know, a big snotty blubbering mess.
Projectile blubbering, yep. Okay.
Projectile blubbering. Derek, you think you might hear a sound down the corridor.
I hear a sound down the corridor. One of them. Poke my head round and have a look.
Okay. You hear what kind of sounds like water rippling, but it's very low and bassy.
That's weird. Ari, come here. Leave him alone. Let him sob, or whatever it is he wants to do.
You stay right there. See this ring of cards around you? That ring of cards will protect you from ghostly demonsy things. You move out of that circle. Ooh.
Okay. And he sits in it like all...
Okay, so what did you hear? What does your dwarf ear hear?
Hopefully the same thing as your elf ear. Do you hear water?
Now it's pointed out to you, you do.
Yes, and now I'm getting a distinct need to urinate.
Yeah. I didn't hear that before.
Is the plumbing gone?
Maybe.
You can't
Does it
see
sound
any
like
water.
Does it sound like directional? Like, could we pinpoint where it's coming from? Or is it just kind of everywhere?
It's kind of just in the corridor, you can hear it. Like, you can tell it's not coming from the other end of the corridor, it's not coming from the side you're at, it sounds like it's in the corridor.
Just kind of touch the floor? Is it wet?
Nope.
Send Wolf out.
Do you think we should get him to also send a raven to Finbar and anybody else who might be able to help or something? I don't know.
Do we want him back? Sure,
I don't know.
sure. It's nice to have a meat shield. Wolf.
Use the force.
Really bad news, mate. The inside of that circle of cards is about to turn into a portal to hell. You might want to get out of it.
And he screams at the top of his lungs, like this is a high-pitched scream.
And stop that noise as well. That's a summoning noise for demons. If you make it again, you're gonna die. We need you to go and send. What was it? A crow? What do they send?
Some sort of bird, a pigeon,
One of them
crow,
birds
a raven.
with a letter tied to its leg. Send one of them up to Finbar, the bard, up at Manor, and then go and see what that wet noise is. In that order.
And he whispers, "Okay, I'll do it."
Quick but quiet.
Okay, you hear him. He rushes off, and he returns in about 5 or 10 minutes. Like he's run, and he comes back and he's and he walks past you into the corridor. He makes it about halfway before he disappears.
Oh. Turn to Ari. That's unusual.
It's... Can I maybe do like an insight or like maybe an arcana check?
Yes, roll me an arcana check.
Okay. See if I maybe know of any sort of mystical going on. Alright. I had to roll particularly... Oh! I was like, I had to roll particularly well to pull this off with only a +1, but hey.
Nailed it.
So you've only heard about this secondhand, you've never experienced this before, but this looks like it's a portal of sorts. Very difficult to see one, there's no physical manifestation.
I think it might be a portal? And Ari's gonna kind of stick her hand, just her hand in through the area.
Yep. There's a weird sort of sensation that goes up your body as you stick your hand in it, but otherwise you're fine.
I love that your first instinct when seeing a weird portal to God knows where is to stick your arm through.
It's my first reaction, you know. See a strange thing, stick your hand in. What's the worst that can happen? Ah! Yeah. So, Ari's then going to take one of her cards and flick the card in.
It sort of gets absorbed, like. Thump.
Ladies first, I suppose.
Ari's going to write a note like, to whomever reads this, went through portal, see you soon.
If not back in 5 minutes, wait longer.
Yeah, exactly.
So out of office mail.
Exactly. It's that auto response. Yeah.
What do I roll for that?
And then she'll blunder on through.
Okay. So there's a weird, again, that sensation overtakes you, and it almost feels like you're plunging into water, but you're completely bone dry. And you come out on the other side to see a very nervous-looking wolf stood looking at a dragonborn and a tiefling.
Oh. Sorry, was this your portal? We're not interrupting anything, are we?
Is this your man?
This one?
Yes, this one at our feet.
I mean, not really. I mean, can anyone say that they really own another person?
Your name?
Ari, pleased to meet you.
You'll see the Dragonborn extend like a wicked black gauntlet and shake it.
Jet.
Jet. And you, Mr. Horny One?
The tiefling slowly extends his own hand. Noticeably, he has 6 fingers. Well, 5 fingers and a thumb. Oyum Kveldulf.
Pleased to meet you.
And you,
So,
Sari.
who do we have down here?
Miss Ari, it's me, Wolf. You know me. Please don't let him kill me, please.
How did you manage to get through? I'm not even going to ask, Wolf. I'm not going to even ask. So, was this ransacking your business, or just like a bit of fun? Bit of light robbery? I've been there.
Well, robbery can be amusing on occasion. I have little idea as to what you're talking about, my lady.
I don't steal. I take.
I like how you both think. However, we do have a huntress lady who gets very, very angry when things don't go her way. She pays well. I was just wondering whether maybe you might know what's happened to this place, maybe. And just passes by, picked up a wolf.
Do we know what's happened so far?
Neither of you have any earthly clue what's happened here.
So we've just seen someone appear in midair in front of us, and that's it.
Yes.
Okay.
Ari's going to reach her hand back through the portal and kind of gesture like a come in.
Derek, it feels like Ari's been gone for like an hour. It feels like a long time. However, as you see a hand stick out through, you recognize it as Ari's. At the same time, you hear someone sauntering up behind you. Find Finbar finally arriving on the scene.
So, the bird got to you then.
Bird?
Oh. Never mind.
No, I can smell Ari from 100 miles.
Ah, understood. She is fragrant.
Quite. Pleasure to meet you. Finbar the Bard. I reached out a hand to Kaveldoof and Jet. Good to see you all. All right.
Just crosses arms and stare at you. You see that his face, like, he's a red dragonborn, but his bottom jaw is missing and has instead been replaced with this kind of metal contraption that kind of goes up to side of his face and replaces one of his horns into this wicked curves like bull's horn, and just kind of stares at you.
Right, well,
at his side, Kaveldorf is just staring at you, his head tilted in just confusion.
Must be some confusion. I'm the reason we're all here. Well, and Ari's the reason that I'm here. So, what's going on, Ari?
Ari's going to kind of do like the kind of I guess show presenter lady where they're always like in the really overly glittery dress and they're just doing
Weatherboard.
well. Exactly. Well, we seem to have here a weird portal, and we seem to have here a crying wolf and no huntress or anyone else to be found. And then we have these two. I tried asking, but it seems like they're not the ones who are in charge of the ransacking. And for some reason, she's gonna look between the two of them. I'm inclined to believe them.
A mystery is afoot once more. Perhaps another case for Finbar the Bard to solve, as I did last time.
Wolf.
You are so good.
Is he
I've
always
heard
like
that
this?
name before.
I'm sure you
Finbar
have.
always ends with trouble.
It's a guarantee.
But it's more fun that way.
You make a good point. It is more fun.
It's infectious, like many of the diseases that I carry.
Yeah, and Ari just itches a little.
So whereabouts are we standing right now, Susie?
Okay, so
We're in
you
front
are,
of the portal.
yes, you're currently in front of a portal, and you appear to be in a sort of like lounge area. There is a fireplace. There's a set of double doors. There are a set of windows on the right-hand side, and it's decked out in a very like lodge-esque manner. There's leather chairs and bookcases and a little table set out for whiskey and brandy. Should you choose to have a little snifter?
So, seems like someone's waiting for us.
Wolf, go and sit back in your circle. This isn't for you.
Okay. I'll be in the entrance and
Just
come
go,
and,
just go.
get me
Quietly,
when
quickly.
it's fast.
Bye.
And he just goes out back through the portal.
I really hate him.
He's a
An
coward.
interesting sort of person.
You should have seen his face when he stumbled through. Crying.
So, am I to believe that something strange has happened with Leorda? That woman? The huntress? Hot one? Kind of a
Oh
steer?
yeah, she's gone, mate.
Breast?
Disappeared.
She's gone.
Yeah, like fart in the wind, just gone.
Like most of the women in my life. Well, I suppose that's a problem. Maybe we could all just go back to my place. My tower. Have one.
That's
Not
literally
far
the
from here.
answer to everything.
But I want to get
it's worth us.
paid.
I have
We
a question.
just
Well-
did that job, and I haven't gotten paid yet, so we need the huntress so I can get paid.
Fine.
Well, I mean, if coin is up to offer, I'd happy to help you, Ari. So long as a certain percentage comes my way, of course.
He's gonna have a moment. She's gonna gather Derek and Finbar in like a bit of a huddle. Shall we do? We could use the help, but I really don't want to give them like an extra bit of coin.
True. I also don't trust how he spells his name. I've no idea how I would spell that name. Why does it have a K first? Can we trust them?
I think the K might be silent.
Maybe it's a silent
K.
Yeah.
Like
Susanna,
knock.
I've got a question.
I imagine the two of them can hear this entire conversation.
Probably, yeah. Yeah. Subtlety is not amongst any of your three's, strong suits.
How did we get here? Me and Veldov. How did we get here?
You simply walked in and found... Well, you found nothing.
Okay.
You'd heard that this was an adventuring guild, and you heard that maybe there was something a little bit extra to it. But, you walked in to find an empty hall.
Maybe we should leave.
There are drinks left out for us, right?
No, there's not, drinks left out, but there's, stuff if you would like to make drinks. I forgot the name of the posh class things. But those
Decanters.
That's it.
Decanters.
Decanters.
Maybe we should leave. We came here for conquest, but seems to be fools that don't even know what's going on with their own guild.
Well, I mean, you came here for conquest. I came here for a bit of fun, but I do agree with you. If they're not giving over coin, let's not risk being disappeared ourselves.
We can find better work elsewhere.
But before we leave, I am having some of that drink.
I'm inclined to agree with you. If this huntress woman's gone, she was the only reason I was here, because she was really hot. And if she's not going to pay Ari, and if they've all buggered off, then I say, why don't we just go back to my town and a few drinks over there. There's adventure to be found. It's a creepy place. I mean, the people, they're weird. I mean, just wait till you meet a few of them. They've got, 6 fingers. It's like Norfolk up there.
Who is this huntress?
I never got her name, but it was kind of hotter that way. Did Ari, did you know her name?
I just called her Huntress. Mostly because hunt kind of rhymes
Like a
with something
title.
else I sometimes enjoy.
I think her first name might be the...
Could be.
Could be.
I like this one. You, dwarf.
Yeah. Hello. Yes. Well spotted.
Do you
Very
prefer
observant
whiskey or
dwarf.
brandy?
Water. Thank you.
And he kind of stares at you, kind of confused for a second. That's
is like-
completely thrown him off.
This is the weirdest dwarf you've ever seen as well. He's like 5'4", and like half his beard has been ripped off. He's got a big scar on his face, and he's got like barbed wire threaded through his beard. He's a weird looking dude.
Right. Water.
And he's gonna stomp over to the whiskey and the water decanter if it's there. He's gonna
Sure.
pour
It's just called
2
jugs when
glasses.
it's water.
Oh wait, sometimes with some like really fine whiskies or scotches, they'll have that little jug of water to put the like splash
To
of
put like
water
a
in.
drop in.
Mm-hmm. A little splashing.
So you could just hand him that, the like little mini jug of water.
It's like
He brings
tiny
it over,
little
just
dinky.
kind of hands it.
There.
Cheers.
Well, how about this? Often I find, if I go and do things, sometimes things happen. If I also wait for things to happen, things also happen. How about we stay here and drink? Whatever happens, happens. Keys in the
Well,
bowl,
you said
center of the
you
room.
said You said 6 hands as an insult, 6 fingers as an insult, and he slowly holds up his own hand, which has 6 fingers.
But what I didn't tell you is it can also be very useful. There are some hard to reach places that the 6th can really get to.
More the merrier. The more the merrier.
I would
And
like
she speak for
Tarek
you?
and Jet to
Like a
make
claw.
Constitution saving throws.
Oh no.
Oh, Tarek died. Rip.
It's back. The
Constitution
con saving throw.
please, Tarek.
Say again.
Con save,
I
please.
got an 8.
Con save. Okay.
Mhm.
Where's it gone? Is this against poison?
No.
What's the chance? That is a 12.
Okay, Jet. You knock back. Is it whiskey you had?
Mm-hmm.
You knock back the whiskey, and it tastes great, and it's a lovely burn as it goes down. However, a few seconds pass, and you are uncontrollably hiccuping.
If a dragonborn hiccups, does it start roasting bits of fire? I don't know how dragons
Yes,
work.
actually, yes. It's a
Well, isn't that the most thrilling hiccups I've ever seen?
Derek, you
I
feel
would do some of
fine?
that.
This is why I don't drink. People are surprised. It makes you look a twat.
I'm immediately striding over and taking some of the whiskey for myself.
Okay, Constitution saving throw, please.
You just want them hiccups.
I wouldn't do that.
I want to breathe fire. Does that make you breathe fire? Because if so,
I think being a dragon makes you breathe fire. You can try though.
I mean, I would not mind being able to breathe some fire. That sounds exciting.
So that's an 18 from... Is it Kveldulf? Or Kevdulf?
Kaveld Oof.
Kveldulf.
So it's
Well,
pronounced
you
as it's
feel
spelled.
fine. You don't feel anything.
Well, that's a shame. Do you want some
think-
Finbar?
I think Big Man just can't hold his drink, mate.
be that.
I'll have you. No.
Just don't embarrass yourself further, son.
So if anybody else is having a drink, it's a Constitution saving throw.
Fine.
I'm sober, right?
Yes,
don't
you're
feel
sober as a judge.
Okay.
7.
7.
I just want to be drunk.
You take a huge gulp, Finbar, wanting to get smashed, and then you suddenly feel a bit lighter than usual. And you will watch as Finbar starts floating like 6 inches off the ground.
Oh my god.
I just put my hand on his shoulder and push him back down. And then let go.
Why?
He just rises up again. He's like a helium balloon.
I'm going to spend some
Make me
time
think
doing
of that scene in Mary Poppins. It's that scene in Mary Poppins all over again.
Ari, you feel fine.
Jet doesn't like this,
Crazy shit.
so he's going to use his divine sense to detect good and evil. If there's anything affected by a celestial fiend or undead nearby.
There is not.
Darak does not give off any good or evil. Just FYI.
Okay.
Probably do. There's just so much wrong with him.
All right,
is
guys.
ill.
So what is the plan? What we're doing here?
While
Well,
they're,
Go
while
ahead.
they're floating and hiccuping and having a right old time, I'm going to kind of start searching the place, look for any letters or notes. Or...
I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go into her room and see if just throw drawers and see if she had anything fun.
Okay.
You're just like bending over as you're floating up.
Yeah, just
no.
Well, here's the plus side. Finbar doesn't have to use the little ladders to go to the top of the stack.
I'm doing a barrel roll.
And I could just imagine that, like, Jet is like picking up like items to take a look at, and then hiccuping and like destroying them with fire. Just like, oh, what's this? Oh.
Throw
Investigation checks, please, everybody.
Because it's hilarious.
Okay.
Everybody? Oh no.
Gotta take a look around. I rolled a
20.
D10. That was
17.
I rolled a
Well
nat 20.
tonight. This is going to go horribly wrong.
Dang.
Ooh.
Dang. Okay, so you're all taking your time to look around, and Keveldulf, sorry, you're checking out like what appears to be like a trunk, a chest, and you place your hand on it and push up, and you take your hand away, or at least you try to. Your hand appears to be stuck to the chest. The rest of you, oops, chuck my pen.
Yeah, I know what this is.
As you are looking around, you notice that all the furniture in this place is breathing. And you watch as your new tiefling friend is quickly stuck to a trunk.
This is a complication and a half.
Draw my hammer.
Why is everything breathing? Throbbing.
I don't know, but I feel like it should stop breathing. Just for safety.
No. Does
Using
furniture
up our
normally
rocks?
breathe?
I'm back.
I
Sorry,
no, I've never
Not
looked.
generally. I've heard of breathable fabric, but I didn't think it was literal.
Hey, talk about airing the place out.
I'm done.
It's like, when did we find? I'm so confused.
Can we break
Because
Susie?
I disconnected.
The furniture is all breathing, and Kavadal's hand is stuck to the trunk. That's the last thing we're discussing how well the furniture is breathing.
Jed is gonna. So he sees this. Does Jed know what this is? Because I know what this is, I think. But
Roll just general intelligence checks, everybody. See if you know what this is.
I know what this is, but I don't think Darak's ever seen one. Intelligence. Is it gone? 13.
All right. You are all pretty sure that this place is full to the brim of mimics.
Yay!
Jed is
Oh!
immediately going to draw his warhammer and snarl.
Okay, and then I would like that was beautiful. To roll initiative, please.
Oh,
Do I get advantage on initiative because I legitimately have a mimic tattooed on my leg?
Oh my god, you do?
I do.
Show no balls. Leg on stream, boy.
Yeah, you like that for the lads.
Holy shit.
Oh,
Right.
badass.
It just fucking whips out the mimic.
Yeah. I came prepared.
That is character dedication right there.
I am at disadvantage on initiative. Oh, there's a 1. I won't bother rolling the second one.
Just a nat 1 immediately. I have a leg on my leg! Nat 1.
Darak's so excited that he just doesn't do
busy
anything. He
looking
just
at his
sits there
leg.
and is happy.
So I can't hurt them, I love them.
So much.
Okay. Do we have initiative between 25 and 20?
Oh, that was
Not
initiative.
likely.
Initiative. Nope.
That's a big no. 20 to 15?
I got a 16.
An 18.
Okay. Ooh, Finbar with the 18.
Feldolf goes before me because I've got a -1 in Dex.
You just rolled super well.
Yep.
Da, 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 da. And what did we get from Ari? That was a 6. And from Derek,
My
oh,
one.
that's a big one. Right at
It's
the
a big old
bottom,
one.
where he belongs.
Yeah.
All
Where's
right.
highest? It's a
At
power
the top
bomb.
of the round, the mimic that currently has our tiefling friend attached is going to fight him. Let's go and do a big chomp.
Mimic
Okay.
or mimic?
That is going to be a 23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
I thought moving
So-
house was bad. Ew.
You take 5 points of piercing damage plus 8 acid damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, Finbar, you've watched as the tiefling has just been pulled into the jaws of what used to be a chest. And you see its tongue lashing out around him.
Ugh. Gross. Also, this furniture is shit. I'm
It's
gonna tell her
just
that.
You
invitation.
see the bookcase sag a bit?
Gross IKEA. Yeah, I'm gonna point at that one with my finger and cast a vicious mockery on it. Wisdom
Okay.
saving throw, DC 15.
Let's see if the bookcase makes the save. It does not.
Ha! No worse than IKEA. And it takes 7 points of psychic damage, and it's disadvantage on its next attack roll because it feels bad about itself.
Must be Argos. British
Right.
jokes.
Oh, regional humor. Gvildulf, you are currently being chomped on by a mimic. What are you gonna do?
Well, this is worse than my last Saturday night. I'm casting Shocking Grasp.
Nice.
So let's see, it's +8.
Plus 8. See if you hit it. I would hope so.
Trying to get used to this system.
Oh. Yes.
But, yep, and that would be 2d8. So I'm still trying to get used to.
that chest.
There we are.
9.
And if I can, I'm going to wrench my hand away and just get as far back as I can.
Unfortunately, you're unable to wrench your hand away. You are stuck to it. You need to use an action to attempt to break a grapple. You are in effect grappled by this creature.
Gotcha.
Okay, so Jet.
So Jet. So how many mimics are there in the room?
You guys have detected 4.
Okay.
There's a bookcase. There's the chest. There's 2 armchairs. Yeah, that's 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I
So-
can't even math today.
That's the case. While he's drawing his battle axe, he's going to grip it, and he's going to reach into his chain shirt. He's going to pull out the symbol of a gnarled black taloned hand and bring it around him, and he's going to channel divinity, conquering presence, as he's going to shout,
Cower before your rightful god!
and dark energy is going to come out like a cloud, and I force all the creatures that I can see that of my choice within 30 feet of me to make a wisdom saving throw, and they have to beat a DC 15 or be frightened for 1 minute.
Oh. Let's see if they do it.
Save.
Wisdom save. That's 1. That's a big fail. That's a pass. And that's a fail. So you see as the 2 armchairs appear to cower from Jet as he brandishes this holy symbol. The bookcase and the chest seem unaffected.
As a bonus action, he's going to bring up his axe again, and out of it is going to come out this this large scepter that he's going to put right between these two. Of this, it's gnarled black with spikes and just a bright red, screaming face on it, and he's going to cast spiritual weapon.
Nice.
And he's going to say,
It's like the right to rule is mine.
Okay. At which, the armchair, it is now the armchair's turn, but it is afraid of you, so it will have to use its action to move away from you. Is that right?
It's okay.
I believe that's
I
frightened.
gotta roll for, I believe, because I'm not used to spiritual weapon. I need to roll for at least the initial hit on the guy. So it's gonna be a 1. Let's see. So it's gonna be. So for this, sorry, I'm getting used to this.
No, it's okay.
So it's gonna be to hit.
Nice.
It's just gonna be a modifier. So it's going to be. Ooh, that's not going to hit, no matter what the mod is. No.
Unfortunately not, no. But it does strike an intimidating presence as it appears between the 2 chairs. Okay, so you watch as this very comfortable, plush-looking leather armchair scurries away from Jet as far back into the room as it can. Followed by the other one. However, after that, Finbar, the bookcase you're stood next to, the one you just insulted, is going to lash out at you with a pseudopod-esque tongue.
One of my the top 3 favorite tongues.
However, wow, that was the odds. It misses with a natural 1. The other one was a 20.
That'll hit.
No, it was disadvantage. Because you disadvantage.
Oh yes, I win.
You called it Argos.
Win, indeed.
Ari, you're up.
At this point, Ari is kind of wishing that she had started floating above all the furniture. And she's going to... So, is there like a chest or anything like that? Of the mimics?
There's the chest
Something with
that's
like an openable... Okay, so there's a chest that's attached to the tiefling right now.
Yes,
to
that's the only one you can see in the room.
Okay. Ari would like to grab that crazy decanter or whatever it was, open one of the drawers, and pour it down.
Okay.
into the chest of drawers.
Take this water damage.
Okay.
And
I'm not getting the deposit back on you.
Okay.
Exactly. Maybe it will warp. You never know. Or maybe it'll be like its mouth and it actually also swallows the weird concoction. Who knows?
You want to hit from the chest.
The chest fails the Constitution saving throw, and you watch as the lid rears back, and he goes, and you are coated in a layer of mimic snot. Pseudo snot, thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
Well, that backfired.
Is there anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
Anyone have prestidigitation? Anyone at all?
Right now.
No.
And Ari's just going to kind of stand there in the middle of the room trying to just...
Okay. Darek,
Hello.
what would you like to do?
So bonus action sentry on myself.
Mm-hmm.
So if they attack me, they have to make a wisdom saving throw. And then I'm just gonna give them a mauling. What's the nearest one to me?
It would either be one of the armchairs or the chest that has the tiefling sticking out of it.
I'll go for one of the armchairs. They look a bit more afraid of the whole situation.
Yeah, these armchairs do look afraid.
Yeah. I'm just gonna hit one of them with my maul.
Excellent.
So that is a 14 to hit.
14 does indeed hit.
Cool. So that is going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, nice. Nice. And you hear the chair like sort of scream as you just whack it. Okay, which does bring us to the first mimic. And it is going to chomp down further upon our six-fingered friend.
It's got fingers to spare.
That's 10 to hit. I don't think would hit. Sorry, you muted.
God damn it. No, that doesn't hit.
Okay, so as the lid is about to come slamming down upon you, it sneezes once more. And now just pulls up short of chomping at you. Finbar.
Yes, the one that tried to hurt me, I am going to stab with my rapier. So, how about you? Natural 20.
Oh, that
Ooh,
might
hello.
just do it.
I do. That's a couple of these. Oops. Let's try that again. Plus 3. Yes. So, oh, baby. Well, it's D10s rather than D8s, my bad. A lot less impressive. 6.
6.
I'm amazing.
A worthy endeavor. Ish.
It looked like it was going to be a lot better than that, but all right.
Style of a substance every time.
Am I also covered in pseudo snot?
Yes, you would. Or Mimicus, like I've seen
Yeah,
in chat, which was
Mimicus.
very good.
That's a good one.
Mimicus.
I slowly reach up and wipe it away from my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
None of you lot are any use. And sparks of fire start bursting from my hands as I'm casting Flaming Sphere.
Ooh.
So that's a DC 16 Dex.
On the chest that's grappling you?
Yep.
Okay. Fails.
Okay, so that would be 2. No. So I'm getting used to this.
Oh, that's okay.
3d6 fire.
Nice.
Ooh, hello.
That's 10 damage. Nice.
And as a bonus action,
Mm-hmm.
I can move it up to 30 feet.
Mhm.
So I'll have it draw back and slam into the chest again.
Okay.
Just beating it over the head with this ball of fire.
So that's another save, right?
Yep.
If you move it back in. Nope, fail.
So that's
Really
a
damaging?
further 10 points of damage.
Nice.
And every time it hits on its head, I'm just saying, let go of my fucking hand.
Okay.
And just spitting in its, well, quote unquote face.
Alright. Its tongue just sort of lashes out at you. Jet.
Jet is going to see that the warlock is having some issues and is going to point at the chest and is going to say,
Obey your betters. Drop.
and he's going to cast command.
Ooh.
And he has to make a wisdom 15 saving throw or drop whatever it's holding and then end its turn on its turn.
Okay. Fails the save. So, Kvelduf,
so
you feel as
Ooh,
your hand
very
is
nice.
released.
Finally, at least one of you is some use.
And then for the bonus action, the spiritual weapon is going to come over to
Very
that
saucy.
mimic and is going to roll to try to hit it.
Okay.
So 25 to hit.
Woo, yes.
Nice. Let me make sure that I'm getting the right image here. So that'd be an 1d8 plus 4. So let me add a 4 here. It's going to do 11 radiant.
Nice, tasty bit of damage.
As it just swats it across the face. So
Nice, nice. And you see for a second that its form sort of shifts into this weird sort of uncomfortably moist-looking creature before it shifts back to looking into the furniture. Finbar, this bookcase is not happy with you, my dude. It is going to hit you with its pseudopod-ish tongue, or attempt to hit you at least.
I'll try.
I think a 23 might just do it, though.
Oh, that'll do it, yes.
So that is, where's my... That is 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's just rude.
And
Yeah.
you find yourself stuck to it.
Great.
It sticks
Good.
like its tongue sort of sticks to your face and then pulls you in, and you're now stuck to the shelf.
Yikes. Not where I want to
Okay.
be.
The first armchair is going to. They can't move closer, and I assume, Jet, you're kind of like in the middle of the room, right? You're all stood around where everybody
yeah,
else is.
Yeah, he's trying to like be where like the middle of the room to get like the max effect.
Gotcha.
So,
So you watch as you are kind of giving these two armchairs like that look, like you've come close and I'll have you. And they just kind of sit there at the back, and just every now and then, like a tongue just goes, and it comes back in, and they can't really do much where they are. Ari,
listen, he's gonna hiccup the whole time. All right, it's gonna happen.
it's so good. I always forget about it, and then it just happens. And it's good.
Ari is having failed with her decanter thing, and I'm assuming managing to get most of the snot off of her at this point.
Yeah.
Ari is going to take her 2 daggers.
Mm-hmm.
And is Kvelduf still like stuck?
No, he's now freed.
Okay. She's going to kind of try to slam her daggers into like one of the drawers and kind of use it to like rip out the drawer.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're going for. Yeah.
You know, like it's like my own handles, then rah.
Yeah. Roll your attacks.
Okay. So I guess a strength or no, a dex for daggers, right? Dex.
Yes. Ooh.
Okay, so 19.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Cool. All right. And then would it maybe be a strength for the like tossing it across the room sort of deal, or ripping it out from the
to move the creature, but with the damage, if you roll your damage, we'll see how how good you do at the old removal of parts.
And that would be a D8, is it? No, what is the daggers?
D4s.
D4, I think.
D4s.
But as a
D4.
rogue, you do have an ally within 5 feet, so you would get your sneak attack damage,
Ooh, okay.
which is
So
a
I get to
buttload
roll.
of sixes.
So if I'm using 2 daggers, does that count as like, you roll 2 D4s? I'm so sorry, I'm like really new when it comes to
Yeah. No. So
dagger attacks.
so each dagger you roll a D4. and you add your dexterity to them. And then you roll your sneak attack damage once, which I believe as a 5th level rogue
3d6 at 5th level.
is... Hang
I
on,
think it is 3. That sounds right.
just double check. If I can find the bloody thing.
So, okay, I add my dex to each one of these. So that's that's a 4 total there, because I have a +3 dex. And then 6
on that
total there.
Nice, nice. And then you
And
roll
then
3d6.
3d6. Do-do-do-do.
Ooh!
9.
Okay. You sink your daggers in, and as you do, it doesn't feel like wood. It feels fleshy. And you sink them in, and you slice, and you pull back out and wrench, and you rip out a huge chunk of mucousy flesh, and just flick it across the other side of the room.
Oh, mother of love.
It hits one of the armchairs and just goes...
Good job.
Ari's just going to kind of be really grossed out by what she's just done, but also kind of proud, like, oh.
Like reverse flat
Can I
packing.
do that?
Exactly.
Derek, you're up. The chest is looking pretty dang weak. And it is missing
Cool.
a big hole out of it now, and it's starting to lose its cohesion. It's starting to lose its form as a chest.
Cool. So I'll bring my maul down on the same armchair that I was attacking before, since I'm next to it. So that is a 12 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome. For not very much, 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Hey, all damage is damage.
And then I will get in on the spiritual weapon action. Bonus
Nice.
action, spiritual weapon. Direct spiritual weapon weirdly looks like a giant lollipop. And
Okay.
that's going to appear next to the chest that Ari just gutted and have a swipe at it even.
Nice, nice.
So that is that is 12 to hit.
12 hits. Can I just ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Why is Derek so bad at rolling?
I don't know. Fantasy Grounds hates me. It really hates me.
The face on like the scepter.
So that's 3.
Like, the scepter just
That's 6.
stares at it, confused. Just like, what? Anyone could get this job now.
Yeah, you got some
All right.
special talent.
This thing is looking real rough now. This thing is like this close to just dying. However, it is still sneezing the entire time. In fact, it will sneeze as it once more lunges for Kvelduf, because that's the person that's right in front of it. And it is panicked, it's lashing out literally with its big pseudopod tongue. And that will be a big, big miss. So don't even worry about it.
Oh, good.
Finbar, you are stuck to a bookshelf.
I don't like this. I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave. Aha! Get off me, you. You can roll me a Constitution saving throw. DC 15.
Okay. That is a fail.
And take 13 points of force damage and be moved 15 feet away.
Unfortunately, it is at a wall, so it cannot be moved away.
Well,
It does take the damage.
I will move 15 feet.
Your face is stuck to a bookshelf. You have to use an action to break the grapple.
Well, that's my turn.
Okay.
Can't
Well,
seduce a bookcase.
You're up.
I've never seen him so into a reading.
This thing in front of you is
Real
so
page
close
turner.
to death.
I'm just gonna shrug, send the ball of fire careening towards one of the armchairs, the one not yet attacked.
Okay.
And at the same time, I'll use my action to cast Shocking Grasp.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so let's do shocking grasp first. So that's a dex save from me, I believe.
The Shocking Grasp is a melee spell attack.
Oh, it's a melee.
Plus 8 for me.
What was that from you, sorry?
It's a melee spell
sorry.
attack. I've got to roll for it. So, please hit.
Oh, yeah. Easily hits.
Where is it? 2d8.
Come on. Yes. Hey, Kveldoof. How do you want to zap this chest to death?
A very sadistic grin crosses his face with pointed fangs, and he's just going to hold the spell for as long as he can until it's just a puddle on the floor.
Okay. So you put forth your many-fingered hand onto this chest and you channel everything you've got through it. You put all your hatred of this creature into this electricity as you zap this thing. And there's a smell of burning snot that fills the air as you all watch as the room gets illuminated, and this thing just is quivering and it lets out one last sneeze as it melts into a puddle on the ground.
Why can I never come up with a snappy finishing line? As I say that, I throw my hand out and send a ball of fire going across the room towards the armchair.
Okay. So that one is a save. That would be a 12? That doesn't make it, right?
16. So
No.
fails or
Damage?
on. So it's 11 points of damage.
11. Nice. Okay. So the air smells now of electrified snot and burning upholstery. Nice. Good ambience. Jet, you're up.
So question, can Jet move to the shelves with and still keep himself between the two chests that are off to the side that are still scared? He's trying to keep himself between them and the rest of the group. Is that still?
Yeah, that's easily
possible?
done. Yeah.
Okay. All right, then he's just gonna turn to Finbar, sigh, and look up to the shelf and say,
I don't think he's a good book. Put him down.
and he's gonna cast Command again and
All right.
drop. So
Should read my memoirs. Very good.
Fails. Drops Finbar, who would, if he wasn't still floating, crumple to a heap on the ground as he's dropped maybe about 2 feet. But however, he just gently floats back down.
And then he's gonna be like, good, and he's gonna coax over the scepter and say,
Obey your betters.
and he's gonna slam it down on the guy.
Nice.
So the scepter is gonna be a 4 to hit. Nope. Somehow it's gonna miss 7.
Okay, unfortunately, that does miss. But that will bring us to the bookcase, which is going to...
It's actually
It appears-
it drops him on his turn and then ends its turn.
That's true.
Yeah,
Okay,
sorry.
that's 10. Nope, no, don't be sorry. That's fine. So, the Derek, you are next to the chairs, right?
Yes.
They're both going to hit you.
First, they
If they
have to make
can.
wisdom saving throws.
Yes, they do. Okay.
DC 15.
Oh, they both pass.
They pass. God damn.
I rolled like a 16 and a 17.
That's fine.
So one of those is a crit,
Oh shit.
and the other is a 19 on the dice.
Oh.
So they're both going to lash out at you with their big tongues. I'm just doing both of these things at the same time, so we just ease of speed things up a bit. So they're both gonna lash you with their tongues. You take 5 bludgeoning damage off one chair and 9 off the other.
Oh,
And you find yourself adhered to one of the chairs.
You just
awesome. Not ideal.
Alright, Ari.
Is Finbar still stuck to the bookcase currently?
Finbar's released from the bookcase, but now
Okay.
Derek is stuck to a chair.
swings and roundabouts.
All right. Ari is going to try breaking the legs of the chair. Or, okay, wait. Is Jet still hiccuping?
Yes.
Ari would like to point Jet's head down at the underpart of the chair and just like, wait a moment. Just wait till the hiccups
What are you
come.
doing?
Hang on, just hang on. And then hopefully when he hiccups, flames will spark
Okay.
on the underside of the chair.
You're using Jet as an improvised weapon.
I am using Jet as an improvised weapon.
Just gets yoinked. He's like 6'6", and he gets like grabbed. He's like, "You under here!" It's like, what?
Just imagine like little Ari just whoop, grabs this massive
Exactly.
dragonborn. So what we'll do for this one then is we will get 1 free blast of the dragonborn fire breath, so that won't cost you one of your totals.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
if you would,
okay.
I'm not entirely sure how the dragonborn breath works. I've never played one, so
Okay, so they have to make a Dex DC 13 saving throw, half damage on success. Take 2d6 fire damage.
surprising literally no one. The armchair is not dexterous.
It's gonna be 10 fire damage. Is like
Sorry, Derek. Hopefully that doesn't catch your beard alight or anything. You're just like,
With one hand stuck.
Derek, you're blowing out the fire that's now just on you. Like,
I'm going to use my actions to try and break free.
okay, yeah, that's a athletics or acrobatics check, please.
We'll make that athletics. That is a 22.
Oh, easily done, yeah. You use your maul to just give a bit of leverage, and you just up.
And then bonus action, I'll bring my spiritual weapon over and hit the bastard that just stuck me.
Nice.
The bastard
Leather
chair.
it. Haha, leather it.
That is a 13.
13 hits.
Awesome. Is it 2d6? No, 1d8 spiritual weapon. Okay.
Ooh.
1d8 plus 3. So 7 points of force damage.
Nice. Oh, my pen's running out. Don't die on me. Okay, so this thing
Your
is
pen
looking
runs out.
battered now. Does that mean you win if my pen runs out?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's in the rulebook.
oh dang! I didn't see that. This chair is looking knackered. There's bits of upholstery sticking out. But where it sticks out, kind of looks fleshy. It's gross. It's grim. It's not good. Finbar, the bookcase that you were just attached to moments ago is still there,
It's not.
but you're free.
No. No longer. I will
disbelieve
assault
the
it
bookcase.
with my rapier. I don't believe in you or your books. And 8.
8 does not hit, unfortunately.
Can't hit what you don't believe in. Fine. Right.
You don't believe in shelves?
Not anymore. I'm a walk-in closet kind of guy.
I
It's my
respect
turn.
that.
No, I've done nothing. This. That's okay. Good.
Okay.
Input by me.
You've killed the chest. There's a bookcase and 2 armchairs left.
I think it's time for me to say the iconic Warlock line. I cast Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
And I'll go for the chair that's already been... Sorry, I just lost composure for a moment there.
Oh, snipe the kill. Go for it. Do it.
I'll cast it at the one that's already been breathed on by Jet. So that'd be level 5, that'd be 2 beams. So, so this will be the first one.
13 hits, yeah.
And this will be the second.
Oh, that was so close to a 20. It was there. The second beam, unfortunately, does not hit. So just roll damage for 1.
Just the one, so it's 1d10 force, 2 force damage.
2 force damage. Okay.
And then I'll say, it might not be as good as my Dragonborn friend, but I still have some control over fire. And I'll just ram it with the flaming spear.
Yes.
So DC 16 dex.
No.
And I'm terrible at remembering dice, so I need to keep checking every time, so that's 3d6. Okay.
Okay, so Derek, you have been giving this chair hell. You were stuck to it a minute ago, and you are ready. The next time you get a chance, an opening, to spring down your righteous fury upon this thing, and you have your maul up ready, only for a flaming spear to just swooping under your arms and just incinerate it.
Right then, you're next.
Sorry! I just shout that across the room.
Okay, Jet, you're up.
You're a terrible liar.
Just gonna stare down at the chair. It's gonna turn to the rest of the group and gonna say,
Leave one of them.
and he's gonna bring up his battle axe. It's gonna go. He's going to, for this, it's going to be a 1d20 plus 7 hit, so give me a second. The first attack.
I really hope you're planning to
It's gonna be 15 to
interrogate
hit.
me.
15 hits?
Oh yeah. And then for the extra attack, I'm just gonna go ahead and roll the both damage, if that's okay. Oh, that one doesn't hit on the extra attack, but battle axe is gonna do 1d8 plus 6. It's only 7 slashing into it.
7 slashing. Hey, all damage is damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you bring down again a mighty blow, and this bookcase is looking wounded. Its shelves are sagging,
action.
its pages are bent.
The saggy bookcase sucks.
Yep.
Nothing worse.
Bonus action, it's gonna be the scepter is gonna try to come down hard on the top of it. It
Oof.
actually hits this time.
Oof.
This can be a 1d8 plus 4. So it's gonna be 8 radiant as it strikes down on top of it with just a flash of dark magic.
And you watch a couple of the shelves just completely buckle, and you'd expect the books to fall out, but however, this is a mimic, therefore the books are not actually real. And they just kind of stay in place as the shelves are just underneath are just smashed.
It's not even real.
I actually like that book. I don't know where it found it.
Oh, Finbar, the greatest mind of our age. The pseudopod tongue thing is going to lash out at you, Jet, because you are smashing it. That is going to be a 14 to hit. I assume that doesn't hit. Nope.
My AC is 19. My shield goes.
Yeah. This tongue just lashes across your shield and you just boing, away. Okay, so that armchair's dead. God, what am I even saying? What is D&D? The armchair is dead.
That armchair's dead.
Okay. However, Derek, the other one.
It's D&D.
Cool. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. David Dickinson is way more sinister now. That is a 17.
That passes.
Oh,
Very wise chair.
It's a very wise chair. 16 to hit.
That is my AC, so that hits.
Okay. That's 8 bludgeoning damage.
Lovely.
And once again, you find yourself
Ow.
stuck to this chair now.
Oh, damn it.
My god's better than yours. It's scared of mine, but not yours.
Yeah, I'll be scared of me, though. You need to rely on your god.
Alright, Ari, you just manhandled a very large dragon man. And you've watched as Darek has just been stuck to one chair and now he's stuck to the other.
Would you mind not sitting down on the job? That would be very, very handy, Derek.
It's been a long day. I just want to get off my feet.
And Ari, I think instead of trying to attack the chair this time, she's going to try and just pull Derek out.
Alright, okay. Let's do a athletics check. Or acrobatics. Probably athletics, actually. I don't know how you could acrobatics somebody off a chair.
Just do the
Like to see
splits
it.
in the midair as you do it. I'll use my legs instead of my hands, you know.
Okay, so Ari, you
That's the
grab
work
Derek.
I found.
Where do you grab Derek? How do you grab Derek and pull him off this chair?
How do you pull Derek off?
I said off his chair because I knew.
You're gonna need to tug him off that chair to do it. So
Jesus.
Well, she's... Do you have one hand stuck again? Or are both hands
I believe
free?
so. I don't really know.
Looks like a two-hander to me.
She's going to,
Judging by
like,
experience.
initially go to grab the beard.
No.
Fine. And just grab his arms and, like, put a leg up against the, like, bottom of the chair, like, in between, and just really tug.
Tug and pop Derek, you off the chair.
Thank you.
Speaking of, Derek, it is now your turn.
I'm just going straight back to the chair.
Thanks.
Yeah, cheers for that.
Cheers,
I'm
love.
going to hit this bastard chair with
Go on.
my maul and my spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
So the maul is a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
And I'll roll the attack for the spiritual weapon while I'm here as well. So that's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
So the maul is going to do 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And the spiritual weapon will be 8, 9. Wait. 12 points of force damage.
Oh, nice. Okay, you are pissed off for these chairs. Like this bullshit has gone on too long.
Yep.
And you have kicked the crap out of this chair, but it is still alive. Just. Which brings the Finbar.
How many of these things are still alive?
There's the bookcase and the chair, and both of them look very like.
Can I move myself to such a place where I could cast a thunder wave and hit both of them?
Yes, you could.
I will do that, and they can both roll Constitution saving throws.
Okay.
Be gone!
They both fail Constitution saving throws.
Time for a refurnishing. And they both take 6 points of damage and are thrown.
Okay. So as Finbar stands there and very proudly shouts, "Begone!" and a large thunder wave just emanates out of him. The bookcase and the chair both collapse in on themselves and turn into like gloopy, mucusy, fleshy messes on the ground. And we are now out of initiative.
Well, that was weird.
It was. Is there any furniture left in the room? Was there any furniture that wasn't a mimic?
Yes, the little end table that had the drinks on them, which is now, however, destroyed because of Finbar's Thunderwave, as well as the drinks.
I thought we were keeping one alive.
I had questions about that, but it didn't seem like the time to ask.
I need a new chair.
Didn't seem very chatty, really, did they? So
They didn't. Big mouth.
I needed a new chair. I could always do with a throne that can move on its own.
I'm the noise.
Well, good luck on that quest.
Could put wheels on a throne, maybe. Like have it roll around. It'd be sort of the same.
Hmm.
Or just a chat-chatter to Wolf. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
Yeah, he's got some uses, I'm sure.
He's not the kind of guy who could make a wheelchair. Strikes me as that kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
Handy.
Gilded wheelchair?
Good craftsman, I think.
I could do with a wheelchair.
Maybe put a commode in it as well, and then you just never have to get up.
Exactly.
Ooh.
See, he gets it.
We should probably look around for clues. This was
You
weird.
didn't find enough while you had your nose stuck in that book?
Didn't see any at the time, no.
Hmm.
It wasn't
Does anybody
exactly a
require
page
a little bit
turner.
of a pick-me-up? Does anyone here require a little bit of a pick-me-up? And I'm going to cast Prestidigitation on myself and clean off the rest of that snot.
Yes, please. Yes, please. I too got mimicused.
To be fair,
I'll
it was
keep it.
your own fault. But fair enough. And I'll cast Prestidigitation.
Who is injured right now?
Yeah, I could do with a bit of healing. I took a bit.
I'm pretty
of
injured,
healing.
actually. I could do the old
I could
one.
always heal myself.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
could
cast
you-
third level healing word on myself.
All right.
So I'm Disciple of Life, so I also get additional hit points.
Nice.
2 plus the spell level, so I get an extra 5 on top of this.
Nice. How many hit points are you missing, Finbar?
10.
Alright, so Jed is gonna come over to you. He's gonna say, "Let me heal you." And he brings up his gauntlet, which turns like bright forge red. And he's gonna put it on your exposed skin, and it's gonna hurt, and it's gonna act like a brand, but it's gonna heal from the lay on hands 10 hit points back. So
Oh, thank you.
While you're going around grounding people, are you willing to give me a bit of a pick-me-up? I have some abilities, but I can't really self-direct them, unlike our dwarf friend.
Right. How many points, HPs are you missing?
13,
13?
which is
Okay,
nearly
he'll
a third
pump
of what
that
I have.
Yeah, he'll pump that in. Now he's only got 2 lay on hands points, but that's okay. Yeah, he'll top you both up.
Thank you for that, Jet.
Cheers. Now for clues. I love clues.
Do you?
Ari's going to start doing the most half-assed searching, like lifting up like the very edge of a rug, or like
Mhm.
just looking under a cup.
Like the
Is there
person
a
who
door
wants to
out
kind
here?
of look like they're helping but isn't. I get you. I
Busy.
get you. Is there a what? Sorry.
Is there a door? There's the
Yes,
portal
there's
we
a-
came through, I assume.
Yeah.
But
There's the portal you came through, which is in place of one set of doors, but directly opposite is a set of big double doors that are
I'm
close.
just gonna go. I'll go and boot them open.
Okay. You boot open the doors and you see a corridor, except it looks upside down.
Oh,
The light fixtures are on the ground, and the furniture and windows are on the top.
are you all seeing this? Someone's taking piss.
That's weird. But it could be a
Something
clue.
goes every day.
I
So
wanna,
we
is
go
there, like,
investigate.
anything throwable in the room, like a glass that survived or something?
Yeah, there'd be like a glass that survived, yeah.
Can I just kind of chuck one down the hall and see if anything odd happens to it?
Yeah, you throw it, and it follows like a normal arc, but it gets to about halfway down the corridor, and it seems to fall upwards and smash on the ceiling.
We want to keep an eye out for that. Gravity's a little bit wibbly down here.
Is Finbar still floating at this point?
Yes,
he is, but he does seem to be sinking ever so slightly.
Okay, otherwise I was going to say, like, you know, maybe you can float over there, see if something...
Alright, I'll float on. I'll float on.
I'll go.
And he'll just start to move forward, keeping his shield up.
Alright.
I'll lean against the doorway, and a pitch black raven forms out of nowhere, my familiar, and I'll send it flying down after them, looking through its eyes as I do so.
Okay, so Finbar, you float around, and it's a weird sensation. You're basically walking on a ceiling, and you get to about the halfway point where you feel everything your stomach flips as everything turns the right way round again, and you like plummet a little bit before you just float.
I'm okay.
And
I'm okay.
Derek, you much like the glass, you watch as Finbar floats along, and then he just sort of flips upside down. And now, to your viewpoint, he's walking on the ceiling.
How high is the ceiling?
It's not huge. It's about 10 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. Not actually so bad. Okay.
Well, if your familiar flies along, and again, it's sort of halfway along, your vision flips, and it's nauseating. As it sort of flips and goes right way up. Jet, are you just walking in?
Yeah, he's just walking in. Like, he's not exactly the discreet type.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, that's the worst one. -1. Okay, hold on.
Oof.
6.
Oof. Okay. Despite the fact that you have seen Finbar and this raven sort of flip halfway, you're not quite sure where that point is, and you're not ready for it. And you take 3 points of damage as you suddenly upturned, and you sort of land on your neck a bit. You're like,
Derek would like to walk very slowly and carefully down the hall, kind of poke him with his foot until he feels where the change is, and then kind of try to gracefully turn himself over and hop up to the ceiling.
Okay, I would make the dex saving throw, but with advantage because you've observed.
So it would just be a flat roll because I'm at disadvantage generally.
Oh boy.
Oh, 16 though.
Okay, so you're ready for it, and you tuck everything in, and you do like a little flip in the air, and you land comfortably with no injuries.
I just kind of pat Jet on the shoulder condescendingly and carry on walking down the corridor.
Ari.
Ari is going to... I guess you're saying like the furniture is like on the ceiling and things like that. Ari's going to kind of very acrobatically almost use every bit of furniture, like monkey bars and swing and trapeze, or balance her way across the room.
Okay, then because you're doing that, I would like you to make an acrobatics check, please.
That's just showing off.
Don't fail me now.
Ooh! Very nice. Because you're taking the time to do this and you're using the furniture, basically adhering yourself to the ceiling as you're walking. When it flips over, you're basically doing like a really nice handstand, and you just casually just come back to your feet and
Silk de Soleil should hire me.
You can come do that at my town all the time, whenever you want.
Noted.
There are quite a high demand for circus skills in your town, isn't there?
Mostly in my house, yes.
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Flexibility
How
goes a
else
long
did you get
way.
that window fixed?
Oh no. No, there's no going back. We should probably press onwards, though.
Realizing
I mean,
I've been left behind because I'm focusing on looking for Millie's eyes, and I can't hear or see anything. Realizing I've sort of been left behind, I'm going to retreat back to my own senses and run to catch up.
Okay, so I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw then, please. Just a flat one, unless
yeah,
you
we
take the
forgot
time
about that
to. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So very much in the same vein as Derek, you find the halfway point and you brace for it, and you do a nice, quite impressive little flip as you rejoin everybody right way up.
Bloody inconsiderate leaving me behind.
who? Oh, you, yes. No. Not leaving you behind. Just more so kind of forgot you existed for a little bit. That's all on me, though. I do it all the time.
It's true, he has the memory of a fish.
It's not at all personal. It's just I forgot who you were as a person for a while.
The familiar will fly over, land on your shoulder, and very obviously cock its leg in an unnatural way. Basically as a dog would do, in kind of a threatening stance. Just threatening that little bit of retribution.
So, the next room.
Okay,
And Ari
so
will walk on in.
there's another set of double doors which swing open, and you see the main hall of the Order's quarters. You see the headquarters main hall, and you see that it's full. There's people here, and everybody seems to be running around in a panic trying to figure out what's happening, and you can't hear anything. You can see people are talking, you can see shouting, and you can see actually the huntress herself, and she's all in her mask, all in her gear with her guard, and she's giving out orders, but you can't hear anything.
You hear anything if we step through the doorway?
Step through, don't hear anything.
I've been muted this whole time. Oof.
Oh no!
It's like I want to do divine sense within like 60 feet if there's any like undead, fiend, celestial presence nearby.
You can't detect anything in this room or in the corridor. There is another big set of double doors on the other side of this room, of the main headquarters hallway.
So is this
is the very
same
large
room
one.
Is this the same room that we came from, like with the table in and?
No, this
Like
is
the one that
downstairs. Like this is the entrance to the headquarters itself.
Cool. Okay.
My eyes are going to flash pitch black for a moment as I cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
See if I can pick anything up.
Basically, the entire place lights up like a Christmas tree. Like this whole thing.
Okay. Can I tell what type of magic is? Because I believe...
You cannot.
No,
This is some sort of magical effect. It's not like an item that's, imbued with a type.
It's like they're all panicked. Maybe this is before they all left. Like a magic thing.
He's gonna step
I've
inside
come up
the room.
I've come up with a pitch for this once before. It's a 16-part series featuring me as the main character, doing various different adventures, and incredibly, and they can watch it back in magical projections. Maybe the Huntress has figured out something like this as well. Mine was a lot more sexual.
Did any of you see him get hit on the head?
No, I've seen his work. I must admit, it suffered pacing issues. You might want to fix that next time.
I didn't peg you for an art critic.
Yeah, there's a lot you don't know.
He's going to step into
Eggs were a part of it. Now, this vision, maybe we can find a clue in the vision as to what happened. Like if they went somewhere or if they did something.
Okay, as you guys step into the room, you can see these figures sort of move through you. And there's a slightly chilling sensation as they do. They just...
Hold it again. Wow, I'm good at clues. So
are they on the ethereal plane?
And he looks to Caveldo.
Would I have to roll anything to answer that?
Let's do an Arcana check.
Okay, +5. +24.
Okay, so you either they are or you are. Something is happening here. There's a crossing over of planes. There's some magic fuckery afoot.
That's the technical term.
Try saying that sentence again.
Disregarding Finbar's ridiculous idea that this is some sort of illusion, I think you're quite right, Jet. Either they or we are currently on the plane.
So I find out who's responsible and rip out their spine. This is a waste of time.
Normally I caution you against such drastic action, but this time I'll be happy to help you. Do not like being messed with like this.
Search for the source. I'll keep an eye on our rear, in case anything pops out.
right.
That came out
No
wrong.
comment on.
Nothing from Finbar on that one. Wow.
Sometimes it's too easy. You've got to keep it
done the
classy.
impossible, Jet.
Got to keep it classy.
What does classy mean, Finbar?
Often involves a classroom and a teacher.
I thought so.
It's my favorite kind of fetish, being classy.
Why? Well, it seems like they ran into some kind of problem here. I'm gonna... If I get real close to the Huntress and look at her face, what does she look like? She look like worried or upset?
You can't see her face. She's wearing the silver Gorgon mask. But you can tell from her body language that she's in a very commanding mood, and she's throwing her body into actions. You know, she's pointing, and she's very enunciating a lot with her body. And you tell by the general reaction of people around her that they are scared shitless and will do whatever she says.
Do they seem to be going anywhere, like into another room or something?
They seem to be going all over, and you watch as some people just disappear, like in front of you. It almost like they walk into thin air. Just
Seems as though maybe some calamity happened and they all escaped, maybe through portals like the one that we came through. They don't seem very organized. They look worried.
As annoying
Before
as
you
I
came
do
through-
find you, Fim. Oh, you go ahead.
Before you came here, what was on the other side? What were you
Nothing.
experiencing? Nothing.
Well, they had all gone, disappeared.
As annoying as I do find you, Fimba, at times, I must thank you for reminding me of something. And I'm going to start
You're welcome.
running through one of the pouches at my waist, and pull out a elaborately tied and fastened scroll. Banishment is an interesting spell in that it returns you to your home plane. Perhaps you, Finbar, Ali, or Zarek would be willing to let me cast this on you and see if we can't send you back to the material plane.
Like, I've been banished so many times. Are we sure that we're on the material plane, or we're just seeing them on the ethereal plane?
I was about to say, I'm always down for experimentation.
It's worth a shot. 50-50.
Yeah. By the way, my wild magics from Pigeon here. All within 50 yards are dressed in wildly inappropriate attire. And the ghosts will be like super slutty ghosts for some reason. See, this is what I mean. This is sometimes if I manifest my own destiny, when I see visions, I leave an imprint upon them, and I think they must be wearing absolute heresy.
Jet is wearing black gimp leathers right now, just strands and leather and chains right now. He's like,
oh my god, my second wild magic is amazing. My own corpse appears from the future as a powerful undead.
Wow! Oh, that's amazing.
That's so dope.
Okay, so you watch as
Take it.
in the ethereal sort of plane that you're viewing, you watch as this undead husk of Finbar saunters up to the huntress. And seems to exchange words with her.
Any comment there, Finbar?
I want to know what I want to know what she's saying as well. So I can hear this conversation.
Nice right now.
Cast the spell.
So who am I casting this spell on?
Wait. But if that's me, if that's me there, and I'm here. What happens if there's two of me there? Do I break space-time? That's my question. Because I don't know. And it looks like it's going well for me right now, and I don't want to mess that up.
It seems like he's volunteering himself for the job.
Quite the opposite, actually. What I was saying was that maybe I would break the world.
I heard it too.
I'm fine with trying.
Ari, did you hear Finbar volunteer?
Because we heard it.
I was going to kind of go... Yes.
Oh, good. Opening the scroll and just reading off of it immediately.
All I do is be good to people, women in particular, and they always come back to bite me in the ass. Not in a good way. Fine.
Check this.
This is what you get for putting me in a gimp suit, Finbar.
I didn't put you in
very
the gimp
uncomfortable.
We both put you in the gimp suit, you know it. But if it takes someone like me to go in there and wingman myself, then I will say this, I am my own best wingman.
Okay, so I have to make a roll to see if I can actually cast the spell properly.
Okay.
It's a DC 14, and I get a +5 to that.
Let's see how you do.
So hopefully this works.
Oh!
I saw it land on the 8.
Oh! Okay.
Oh wait. Well, can I do something? I know it's probably too late, but I'm willing to expend a spell slot to cast Bless, so he can have a 1d4 on that. But it's.
I mean, unfortunately, the roll's already been made.
That's fair.
So,
I should have done that beforehand.
You pull forth this scroll and you begin to read and you enunciate. But then you look up and you see that everybody's in an underwear. Derek's in a dress. Jet's in gimp gear. And it just kind of throws you for a second and you sort of, like, misread a word and unfortunately the spell fails.
Well, bugger, I'm blaming you for that, Finbar.
I did nothing. Oh.
Just gonna start looking around the room for any sort of odd glowing spell effect, any sort of thing out of place, any sort of scuff marks on the ground.
You don't detect anything in this room. There is another set of double doors directly opposite from you.
He's gonna kick open the doors.
Okay. You kick open the doors, and Derek, Ari, Finbar, you immediately... Not Finbar. Derek and Ari, you immediately recognize this as the great meeting room where the Huntress had taken you just a few weeks prior and briefed you about the current situation. However, something is very, very different. There is a shard of glowing like pink purple crystal, and it appears to like pulse with energy. And looming behind it is a creature with an open mouth filled with razor teeth, a long tongue, 4 eye stalks, and 1 large eye in the middle of its head.
So, Jed in full gimp gear is gonna just pause for a second and just kind of jiggle, with the chains a little bit, and just gonna say, "Well, am I too late for the party?" Shing, 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 shing.
Hiccup. You hear a voice in your head say, "Someone stole my mistress's treasure. Are you he?"
I don't steal. I take what's rightfully mine. Who are you?
I am the guardian.
Of what?
The artifacts.
I'm gonna divine sense again. Is this thing a fiend or undead? Or celestial?
It is not.
Interesting. He's gonna point his axe at the creature.
It's like, are you the cause for our disruption?
I am not. The thief is.
So we
he's
don't
gonna
know
turn
who
to
the
look
thief
back
is.
at Ari.
You mean her?
No.
Close
Who?
call.
Do you mean him? And I'll point at Finbar.
No.
I've stolen many things, but most of them are less than physical objects. Catch my drift. Don't think I stole this.
Stole many
You don't-
hearts.
That was what I was thinking of. Well, do we know who did steal this then? This artifact. Seems important that we know that. That wolf kid, he looks like he might have stolen things in the past.
You hear a voice in your head this time, Finbar, saying, "Not Wolf. Wolf is a friend."
Really,
This-
he doesn't look like he has many friends.
You hear the voice go, "Yeah, he's a lonely kid." The thief was an
Ooh.
outsider,
Oh,
an infiltrator.
You work for the Huntress, for the Order.
Yes.
Where's this thief?
I do not know.
Insight
As
check.
you can tell, things are a little upside down right now.
22
Insight check?
insight check? Yeah.
Yeah. As far as you're aware, this thing seems to be telling the truth.
Huh.
Have you seen this thing before? What are you exactly?
Oh, me? I'm a
Yes.
spectator. I guard
Right.
and I watch.
If you guard and the thing still got stolen, you're not very good at your job. Frankly.
This is the first time in 300 years.
Yeah, but it only takes once,
Sounds
doesn't
like
it?
an excuse.
Really only does take one time. You know, if your job is to bodyguard someone, and you're like, I'm going to stop them from dying for 50 years, but then they die, you've still failed. Really,
That's all I'm saying.
You just see it kind of
It only takes
it's
one time.
floating, and it kind of just goes,
Really.
fair point.
You don't seem particularly caught up about this, I'll be honest.
It kind of just
Thinking you
blinks
did
at you. Like this
Can we rule
floating
you
eyeball.
out? Because you're the one that's still here, everyone else is gone, and I don't see the artifacts, so what if you've hidden them away somewhere? What if you're not
You
really
eat
the
them with your
Guardian?
mouth.
Right, the massive face.
Tell me something only the Guardian would know.
It's telling the truth.
How do we know you're the Guardian of the Galaxy?
It's true. How do we know? These are important questions.
They're definitely questions.
You see the
that.
thing sort of just like doesn't have a brow, but the top of its eyelid sort of furrows a moment, and it just looks and says, "Are you going to find the traitor, or are you
Or
going to
Johnny Price.
waste everybody's
At
time?"
this point, it's questionable, I would say. All up in the air. All to play for.
Do you
Why
have
would
maybe?
find this traitor?
If everyone's already gone, why would we want to find the traitor? I mean, they've already gotten away with it.
They're not gone dead. Surely you've noticed the portals.
Well, portal
Which ones?
singular.
Ah, there were many more. You missed them. The artifact.
I find that unlikely.
The artifact
And
in
you're not in any
conjunction
position to judge us mission things.
with the crystal called stability. They stole the artifact, causing portals to open up all over.
Classic. Okay.
Seems like a design flaw.
Do you know where they
Yes.
went?
I do not. Each door opens differently every time.
Do you have any
Search the
advice
room.
on how
We
to
might
track
find
them?
something.
They were wearing black robes.
Well, that's helpful.
Really narrows it
That's all I
down.
got.
Okay. Tell me, listen, where did the Huntress go? Because she's the hot one. She's honestly why I'm here. And Ari.
Me too.
We're
Funny,
really hung
funny.
up on her. You've been talking about her non-stop. since
I mean,
we've
it
come
looks
here.
like I was about to do very well with her in that projection.
He was like this close. Like this close.
That's
Like,
close.
are you
Well,
saying
make it a bit
this
lower.
close or like this close?
I was close enough for a lawsuit, let me tell you.
That's pretty close.
Oh,
Some
God.
would say too close.
Oh,
I would not be a man.
Oh my gosh.
oh God. The creature sort of seems repulsed by you, Finbar, and kind of floats away from you a little bit. But it turns and gestures with an eye stalk towards the door that you came through. Try again. See if you can find them.
Okay, say that I find them. Say that I find this thief and bring back your artifacts. What then? What do I get out of this?
Well, a reward, I assume.
Assumptions.
Assumptions.
I don't run the place.
A thief comes into your house, takes what's yours, and you don't know what to do.
Not mine.
Well, you've got a D-Day case. You know, worst case scenario. If I fail at my job miserably, then we pay adventurers X amount in order to get it back. I mean, why am I even here otherwise?
Yes.
Insurance is big business. You should look into it.
We're unionizing.
I need to
think we made a
renegotiate my
mistake by
contract
coming
then.
here.
I mean, it's been 300 years. You're probably due for a raise. Actually, no, you're terrible at your job. So, probably getting demoted.
That's not the
after
time
this.
to ask for a raise. No.
Oh, bad time. Bad time.
Bad timing.
Just
Bad
gonna
timing.
open up the doors again. He's just like, oh my god. This was a
I'm just following.
mistake.
Just following Jack, slowly shaking my head.
Oh god.
It's
Okay,
outside
so
the
now,
doors.
so now the door's open to a staircase going up, and you can hear footsteps running.
He's immediately just like, it's them! And he's gonna like dash up the stairs.
This is Wolf.
Oh, well, he went
I'm gonna
fast.
kick the shit out of him.
Shing 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 shing.
So you leave behind a spectator who is thinking of renegotiating his contract, and
or killing itself.
or killing itself or unionizing the other workers, and you head off in pursuit.
You're doing a
of
great
these-
job!
These footsteps. Okay, you just. Oh. You dash up the stairs, and as you run, you're starting to gain on this person. The footsteps are louder, and as you look up, you can see this big spiral staircase, and you can see the hint of black fabric swishing around.
Here's the thing. So, before we started, I had find Steed up.
Mm-hmm.
And mentally, since it's within 1 mile of me, I hope, and it's not on a different plane. It should appear in an occupied space near me, and he's gonna try to ride his warhorse, which is like this ashen gray. It looks like a dead coal with a slight amount of heat still left in. So like gray, cracked skin, and the eyes and the mouth are just this kind of ember, glow to it, and he's gonna just shout in his mind, "It's pride to me!"
Okay.
He's gonna ride the horse up the stairs.
Nice. So, as previously discussed, an incredibly stacked pony appears.
It's fucking ripped.
Jet hops upon his back, and Jet is off like a star, just gone, galloping up these stairs, which is an impressive feat because this is a spiral staircase, and this is a big horse. Nevertheless, manages to do so. And before you know it, you can see this figure. And it appears to be human. And they're wearing a long cloak made of black feathers with a hood drawn up. And you see as they turn and look over their shoulder, they appear to be wearing a crow or a long, like, plague doctor-esque mask.
As soon as he sees them, he's going to bring up his axe and is going to shout. It's like, stop and kneel! And he's going to cast Hold Person.
Ooh! Ooh.
It's going to be a Wisdom
Nice.
15 saving throw.
Wisdom 15 saving throw? Let's see.
I think the magically appearing horse might be the weirdest thing Darak's seen today.
They make
Give
the
one a
save.
horse. Oh, damn. Then he's going to rush them with his axe and just going to try to, like, charge at them and try to run them over
Okay.
and try to get around them. So I don't know how that works.
Let's roll an attack.
Okay, so it's going to be Warhorse, I assume. So Warhorse, so we get the... Warhorse 5e. So for this, it's trampling charge. If the horse moves at least 20 feet straight toward a creature and then hits it with a hoof attack on the same turn. Okay, so before that, I've got to hit it with the hooves. So it's gonna like kind of rear and try to smack into him.
Mm-hmm.
So for this, it's gonna be a +6 to hit. So 13.
13 does not hit.
Nope, just slides right past him, unfortunately, or he
Okay.
ducks.
So you hear like a loud oof as the person ducks out of the way, and they dash into a landing, a large landing, just off the side of the staircase. It's about 30 feet by 50 feet. It's quite large and grandiose. And they spin around and pull out daggers, short swords even, because I can read. Pull out a short sword and a light crossbow. And
Is
I would like everybody...
else coming?
Yeah, I see
I mean,
everybody's
you kind of
running
left
up.
us in the dust.
Yeah, that's true, that's true.
Okay, so I would like everybody to roll initiative. And we'll say for everybody who isn't Jet, it will take you 1 round to get to the landing.
Okay.
My first roll was so good.
Okay. Do we have
Yes.
25 to 20?
I have exactly
yeah.
20.
I have a 23.
Oh, go Finbar.
And that 20. Don't
Then,
mind if I do.
20 to 15.
I have a 20.
I got you. So nobody within that one. 15 to 10.
I got a 14.
It's a 14 from Jet. Okay. And then it's... then we have 10 to 5.
I got an 8.
Oh, and look at that. Look who's right at the bottom. Once more.
With a 3. My first roll was an 18 as well.
It's just gotten steadily worse from there.
Yeah.
All
Disadvantage
right, so
on initiative sucks.
Finbar, it's going to take you a round to get up there. Same with Ari.
I'll take a run.
Okay.
Off I
yep.
go.
Sprinting, running. Jet, you're up.
Okay, so is there enough room for the horse to kind of charge onto the landing?
Yes.
Okay, so he's gonna try to do that again. The horse is gonna take its action. So it's gonna be 6. So it's gonna try to hit him with the hooves. It's gonna be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Nice. So this is gonna be a 2d6 plus 4. So 2. Hold on. Whoops, that's not it. +2 +2 +4. That's 8 bludgeoning.
Nice.
And the target must make a DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
Okay. They make the saving throw.
Okay. So as he kind of rushes by, he's going to put himself on the horse between the thief and the front of the landing, and he's going to give this one last shot. As he's going to, for his action, he's going to cast Command again, and he's just going to say, "Kneel!" And it's a Wisdom 15 saving throw. And if not, on its turn, the thief is going to go prone and end its turn.
Okay, that was a 15 on the dice, so they make the save.
Okay.
Stop rolling so well.
No, shut up.
And he's going to cast Shield of Faith on himself.
Okay.
As his bonus, which grants him +2 AC. So kind of this fiery flame kind of goes around his gimp suit, like gives him some extra protection. By the way, speaking of which, since it's a gimp suit, do I still have the same AC as before, or? Is it
I would say
different
yes,
now?
it's just a visual thing. You've still got all your gear on you. You just look like you're wearing elaborate underwear.
Lots of rubber. It's a
Mhm.
good look.
I hope you remembered talc.
Mhm.
Okay. So
It's gonna be
is
rough.
That your
It's
turn?
gonna be rough.
Chafing man.
Mhm.
Is that your turn, Jet?
Yeah, that's the start. That's all I can do.
Okay, so the thief is going to pull up a light crossbow and she's going to attempt to shoot you. Yikes, okay. That is going to be a 23 to hit.
That hits.
And that will be 4 piercing damage. And I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no! Is this what I think it is? It probably is. Hold on. It's 2. It's 19.
19. Okay, you make the save, but you still take 11 points of poison damage.
Yikes.
It hurts. It's not very nice at all.
Rude.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you watch as this figure starts trying to back up away, but they don't quite make it to the end of the room because there is no door at the other end. This is just a straight hallway. Okay, that will bring us to Veldulf and Darek, who are using their turns to get up there to the landing, which brings us back to Finbar. You can see now as... or would you like to do something while you're doing that?
Would I have my bonus action free?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I get up there, can I use Healing Light on Jet?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so it's
Can I cast Sanctuary on myself?
2d6 healing, so I roll that now.
What was that, Chris? Sorry?
Can I cast Sanctuary on myself?
Jet, you heal 8. 8
Nice, thank
HP.
you.
All right, so as everybody gathers on the landing, you can see that Jet has cornered this assassin. Darek and Ari, you recognize this armor. This was the woman that met you in the zombie town.
Oh, little shits. Ari,
Finbar,
got a
you're
sign. Give me
I always
the
knew that she was
signs.
fishy. I knew it. I knew it.
You're that one from that place and that thing. always the ones. It's the places. All right. Well,
Are
you know
from
what?
a place like
This
that?
is a this is a real problem for me. I'm between two things right now. This is conflict of interest because I'm digging that mask, and I don't want to get too. I don't want to make myself look bad in front of her. So I think I will instead make someone else look good. So I will give this woman bardic inspiration. You're looking fine, and I'm loving that mask.
The bad guy inspiration.
Hey, who says she's bad?
Well.
You give the assassin inspiration?
She's not bad. She just rolled that way.
Oh, she's bad. Oh, she's bad. So that's bardic inspiration to our friend.
Thank you very much. I shall use that for evil. Ari, you're up.
All right. Ari is also kind of feeling the mask, but more she wants it for herself.
I would also be fine with that.
Ari is going to try and, as unseen as possible, make her way behind
Mm-hmm.
her.
Okay. I would say she's
In
pretty
hopes that eventually
preoccupied.
she might be able to go yoink.
Okay. She's been pretty preoccupied, by not getting murdered by a big dragon on a stacked horse. So, yeah, you could make your way behind her. Roll a sleight of hand check just to see how nimble you are at trying to get rid of this mask.
Yes. All right. This is my specialty. This is what watch as I fail. My specialty. It's gonna happen. Ooh, 16.
Okay, there is a little clasp at the back, and you do kind of fumble a little bit, but you manage to just pop it, and it drops, and just...
Fantastic.
You now own a crow plague mask.
Perfect. Don't have that one, but I have this. Pretend.
I'll pretend. Imagination.
It's called imagination. Do you think role players can do that? Yeah, and Ari's just going to kind of then wander back to Finbar, where Finbar is with the mask. And just trouble herself with the idea of maybe putting it on.
Ooh. All right.
But she hasn't yet. I'm thinking. I shall think about this.
Think on it. Yeah. All right, which brings us to Jet.
Okay, so the horse is going to rear up and is going to try to slam their front hose on this person. So it's going to be
that
21
hits.
to hit. It's going to be this. So that's going to be 11 bludgeoning.
Nice.
And then Jet is going to bring up his axe and snarl and try to swipe it down across them. And so that's going to be... It's going to be +7 to hit, so let me do this. So... Nope, first one doesn't hit, but extra attack.
Not. Yep. Ooh. Hey, look, man. Trying to slash at someone from the back of a horse is tough.
Especially a stacked horse.
You've had a day, and you're wearing, you're wearing.
And the gimp suit is super restrictive. It's hard to bend my arms at all.
It's tough, man. It's tough.
You're talking about gimp suits?
It's just
there it is. The assassin, she's going to look at everybody. She's going to look at Darak and Ari, realize the jig is up, and she's going to shoot at Darak.
She'll have to make a wisdom saving throw first.
She will have to make a wisdom saving throw. Oh, straight roll. That's a 12. Fails.
Nope, she'll have to pick a new target for that attack, or lose the attack.
Okay, is there any sort of dice roll to do that, or is it just me?
No, I'm pretty sure
Not
it's literally... Let me have a quick look. No, creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell.
Okay, she will then, shoot Ari, I guess. Stole her mask. Doesn't matter, because she...
Well, there's nothing to get shooty about. Okay.
That was a big 9 to hit and a missed.
Then she's gonna dodge out and they're hang on. I was just a mask. Don't need to get so shooty.
No.
So arrowy.
Alright, we're up to Gefeldoof now. You are up here, you've seen Jet lay into this woman, you've seen this woman shoot at you. Well, at your newfound party members.
I'm going to turn to the group and say, are we going for overkill here or overcooked? Sorry, I need better jokes, and I'm casting Witch Bolt.
Okay.
So it's
that one hurt me.
+8. So that's a 15.
15 hits.
Okay, so that is 3d12 of lightning. So, 7.
Okay, 7.
But there's now a chain between me and her, so I can redo that every turn.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Okay. Is that everything for your turn?
Yep, that's everything.
All right, Direk.
Cool. There's just her, right? She's not got any friends. I'm gonna try and do the same thing Jack tried to do. I'm gonna cast Whole Person.
Okay, so that's a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw.
That's a 19 on the dice.
That will pass. Yeah.
We're too good at this.
Okay. Then my turn is done.
All right.
I'll get
Brings us
close
to
to
Finbar.
it.
All right, you'll just like. Yeah.
Well,
I gotcha.
honestly, if she doesn't have the mask, then this changes everything. So I'm going to try and I'm going to murder her. Plain and simple. Die. 13 to hit?
13 does not hit.
Shit. Just kidding. Haha.
JK.
End of my turn.
Okay. Ari, you're up.
Ari is. She's gonna turn to Vampire and be like, should I? What do you reckon? Should I?
I'd put on a mask if I were you. Absolutely.
Well,
It smells
here
pretty funky in there.
is- She's gonna take out her infamous musk perfume that she can be smelt from 100 miles away with, and just spritz it in the mask. For like sneezing a little bit because of all the perfume in the air, and yeah, she's gonna place it on.
Okay. You are now wearing a mask.
Big place. Big place.
Woo!
What a turn.
I like how we had this build up. Like, oh, are you going to? And then it's like,
Successfully put on a mask.
all right, okay. She's gonna put on the mask, and I guess she will shoot an arrow back at the lady,
Okay.
and just be like, one good arrow deserves another. But I've got the mask now, bitch.
Okay. Roll with advantage. This mask has an inbuilt sight.
Hoo hoo hoo!
Damn.
Sounds like Winnie the Pooh. Alright, roll with advantage. That's
crit.
a nat
That's a
20.
crit.
Oh, damn. Pretties.
Alright.
Critical
Jesus is with me today.
How you like that shit?
Oh god. So, because you rolled a crit, you roll each of your damage dice twice. So
That's
you'll
including
roll.
sneak attack.
That's including sneak attack. So what's your damage for a arrow?
It's 1
D8, right?
D8, I think.
Yep.
Yes.
So you roll 2d8 for the arrow.
Okay, here's my first D8. Oh wait, that's a D10. Ignore
That's
it.
a
Ignore
D10.
it. Even though it was a nat 10. Alright, here we go. Here we got a 6
Mm-hmm.
and a 3.
Plus a 9.
Plus
And then
Okay.
plus
your-
my sneak attack, which is
So that's
3d4.
3d6.
It's 3d6, so that becomes 6d6.
6d6.
Like fireball damage.
Whoo-wee!
Oof.
25.
It's 25.
Get
Don't forget
fucked,
your
Crowface.
plus whatever the damage was from your bow. So it's the plus. Is it like a +4, +3?
It's a
Oh, yeah,
crossbow,
what's-
isn't it? So there's
Yeah, it's a
So you
is
get
it
a
a
crossbow.
crossbow? So there's no dex
Yeah.
bonus to the crossbow.
No dex bonus. Okay.
No.
So that's 34 points damage.
Hot dang. That is a big hit. And you see it sink into her shoulder and she like snaps it off and throws it to the ground.
Oh!
Maybe there's a dex bonus.
Is there dex? I don't play ranges or rogues with crossbows.
I'm happy.
Okay, I've been
with
playing
how it is.
barbarian.
I just don't know the fucking rules, so I mean.
I'm happy
I'm
with
not
everything
sure.
as is. I'm cool
Okay,
with it.
so that brings us to Jet.
Jet's gonna use his last first level spell slot, and he's gonna point down at this thief. It's like,
You are outnumbered. You are trapped. The only way you get out of this is if you grovel, worm.
and he's gonna cast command.
Oh,
DC 15
Okay.
Wisdom.
DC 15 Wisdom. That is a big fail.
Okay, so on their next turn, they have to fall prone and end their turn.
Okay.
And
Speaking of,
because oh, sorry.
yep.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Because they're not prone on their turn yet, but the horse is gonna make an attack against them. So the blink.
Okay.
Oh, the horse crit.
The horse crit.
The horse crit.
Roll that horse crit damage.
Alright, so it's gonna be 3 plus,
Absolute
oh,
horse crit.
So how do you roll 4d6? I'm so confused how you do that.
You can right
oh,
click on
so-
the d6.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so there we go. So that's 8 plus 16 plus 4. Let me do something. 8 plus 16 plus 4. 20
Bring a mad more from
damage
the host,
from the
my
horse.
Oh damn! Really?
Yeah.
How much damage
The
from the
horse has done 24 bludgeoning. That's more than I've done this whole game.
It's what I've done this whole fucking season. Also, big thank you to Mad Morph. Get your Morphy Haze in chat. We've got that game starting in just 20 minutes now. See you guys.
How would your horse like to do this?
How should your horse like? Ask your horse.
So,
Ah,
so
she's
the
feeling a
horse
little horse.
somehow imbued, and Bane is very impressed with this horse. And you guys see swirling around the horse as Jed rises. Jed is kind of replaced for a brief second by Bane, the tyrant, with his sword aloft, and he's going to shout, "Submit!" And the horse's hooves are going to both slam down onto this person's head, knock them flipping onto their back, and in one swift is like both hooves are just going to smash the face in. Poof.
Oh, okay.
Stop.
So you all watch as this person is sent flying, and these two great hooves just, and much like Derek, if you remember, just a few hours ago, you smashed a man's head in like a watermelon. Very, very similar effect, and the squelch is well, it's going to be memorable for a while. That's going to stick around for a bit.
Suddenly remember that I put that body down somewhere and I don't know where I left it.
Also,
Don't you hate when that
happens?
Just D&D things.
I can't remember where I put the body.
Where did I put that body, man? Fuck.
Man, you had forgotten something. I was saving that.
Where did I put my keys and where did I put that body as well? Fuck.
Was that guy we tied up? Why did we leave him?
Where's the last place you saw it? Where's the last place?
How much of the face is left? Like, because we didn't get a description of the face, so we didn't see
I
it.
don't think we will now.
There's just a lower jaw left.
Ooh.
It's like,
Basically, from here to here is just paste now.
Oh.
But
Yeah.
Dirac and Ari, remember this was a middle-aged kind of looking woman with dark skin, She looked weathered. She looked seasoned. Ooh, Jesus.
She looks a little more weathered now.
Considerably so, yes.
Now that's a skull fucking. Jesus, that was. Oh,
The horse
was
is
actually
just, like,
horrid.
kind of swish off of the head with tendrils of like gore coming off of it, just like.
It's a very grim sight. However,
Should we search her body for the artifact and hope that we got the right person?
oh right, yeah. Go on. Totally
Yeah.
forgot about all of that.
Yeah. Let's see what's going on.
okay.
Sounds wise to me.
Investigation checks, please.
Are we all taking a look at this body?
I'm gonna-
Yeah, anybody who wants to pat
Nope.
down?
Sweet.
That's another nat 20. I've rolled like 4 of these today. Jesus Christ.
Glad someone's getting.
17.
They're all just on like perception checks.
I've rolled so many 2s.
Just why? Just send Derek home. It's just
What's
done.
wrong with you, Chris?
It's fine. He looks great in his dress, and that's all that matters.
Okay,
I like how
so
gruff he is, and he's always just like, my dress though.
Right. Gotta look good.
you pat down the body. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I
Oh,
started
no,
doing
no,
this.
no, no, go on. No, no,
No, no.
It's, sorry, I keep doing this. No, it's fine.
No, it's okay. It's all good. So as you pat down the body, oh my god. Sorry, right. You go ahead. You do your bit.
No, I insist. It's
Two roll initiative.
This is the most English
you
conversation
first.
I've seen in a long time.
You're right. no, I'm sorry. No.
Okay, I will go first. So as you're patting down the body, Derek, you're kind of preoccupied by the head soup that's just been made, and you're kind of like, memories. However, Finbar and Ari, you're patting down the body for any valuables. Ari, you find about 10 gold just loose in a pocket. But
Brilliant.
you do find tucked in to almost like a holster built on her body here, a what feels like maybe magical bag with something
Looks
inside
like
it.
it's maybe a magical bag with something
Wow.
inside it.
If it's like mine, I wouldn't put your hand in it.
Not advisable.
Ari is going to be like a child being told like not to touch something.
Go on. Might have another mask in.
Sticks
Okay.
her hand in.
What are you thinking about when you stick your hand in?
Is it weird that my initial instinct was to go boobs?
Do I need to go into it? Yes, I will.
You do not pull
Your
any
boob.
boobs out of the bag.
Fucker. It's his.
This bag sucks!
Damn it! You
What
take
kind
it.
of magic bag is this?
Can't produce boobs out of a bag. What kind of
Okay.
campaign?
What about
Kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
Rage quit. Okay. What about the artifact then? Maybe we can summon boobs with the artifact.
Do you think about the
I'm gonna-
artifact?
Well, maybe. I try. I'm gonna try.
What
You know
if
what? I'm
I-
gonna roll an intelligence saving throw. Nope.
Nope.
Think about boobs. I can't get it out of my mind. Okay, someone else do this. Someone else.
Darak,
Oh,
very
good.
exasperately, will take the bag and just turn it inside out.
Okay, so you turn it inside out, and you find, coming flying out of this, there's gold, there's silver, there's copper coins. There's a very large, dark-looking iron chest that drops out, as well as just nice clothes, a couple of spare daggers. There's a few vials of poison.
Just bloody furniture.
Immediately
They
get
want us to
that hammer out.
redecorate.
Right.
Jet's gonna start scooping up some of the gold into like a pouch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna join in. I'm joining in with that, just scooping as much gold as I can into as many pouches as I have.
Okay, about altogether on the ground there's about 50 gold. So between the 2
We'll
of you.
split it. Yeah.
Okay, 25 each.
At least
Did
Jet
anybody
will
open that
split. He
chest?
doesn't know how much.
I could smash it.
Or we could just take it back to the guy who wants it, supposing that is the artifact we're after.
Let's take it back to that dude. Whatever
We
his
should
name
have a
was.
look at it first, though, right?
Couldn't hurt.
And we
cool,
could look
cool.
at the option.
Okay, so you crack open the chest and it looks like it's pitch black in there. Does anybody put a hand in there or anything like that?
No.
Absolutely,
Sure.
I do.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, you go
So
ahead.
they both put their hands in. No, at the same time.
Yeah, at the same time they get stuck. Oh, no, you
Is anybody wearing anything magical on their hands?
No. I'm
My
not.
fingers themselves have been said to be magic, but no.
You feel an almost tingling sensation as you do put a hand inside, and you feel like any magical items you currently have in your possession are nullified.
Fuck. Alright, well,
I think the box
let's take
itself
it back
is
to this. It could be, I think, to contain other ones, maybe some kind of bank of magic items, keeps them safe. Take it back to that Guardian of the Galaxy and see what he has to say. I mean, he was pretty useless last time, but you never know.
Perhaps I could try one quick thing. And I'm going to send the Raven diving in. See if I
Okay.
can actually see anything in there.
So you take on the vision of the raven, you send it zooming into the box, and the second it crosses maybe an inch into the box, it just poof, into a cloud of feathers.
Well, it's worth a try.
We don't
Try
have time
everything
for
once,
this.
I always say.
Alright. Well, we've explored that option. Off we go.
All right. One
Just
last
gonna
thing that
upend
you...
the box and kind of shake it.
Nothing falls out. Ari, as you were digging around in this woman's pockets, you did find what appeared to be a medallion made of gold with 2 red rubies set into it.
Ooh. Ooh. Ari's actually going to secretly pocket that.
Okay. Okie dokie.
It's not going to tell anyone yet.
Okay, so you make your way back to the spectator, and it's not as simple as just going through a door. There's a couple of tricky passageways. There's one where gravity just goes straight down, and you end up dropping about 30 feet and then stopping an inch away from splatting on the ground as your stomachs flip. There's rooms that are ice cold. There's rooms where everything seems to contort and twist, even though you're walking in a straight line, like those tunnels in freaky rooms. You can see there's places where it's almost like planes intersect, and there's like weird crossovers that are happening, and you can hear things that aren't there and see things that were once there. You see yourselves at one point walk through a room that you've already been through. There's a Scooby-Doo corridor moment where you pass the same potted plant 6 times. But you do make your way eventually back to the spectator, who, upon seeing the chest you bring, immediately bursts into a large, toothy smile. Ah, you've got it. Well done.
So about a reward.
I have to see the huntress for that.
We might have a bigger problem, Kilduff.
The weapon is in the chest, right?
We looked inside. There was
Right.
nothing in there.
What does this weapon look like?
I don't know. I know it's a weapon.
There was
Your
nothing
lord,
in
You
the
are
chest.
actually, you are the worst.
We've established that, yes.
Can I
Fine.
detect magic?
Can we take us to the Huntress or show us where to go so we can speak to someone more in charge around here?
Place the crystal. Place the crystal. The crystal. Language is difficult. In the box.
Okay,
Okay.
we can do that.
Much like the raven, the second the crystal enters the box, you feel a shift, and you don't see any changes currently in this room, but there was a very tangible effect, like a ripple that moved out. Well, she'll be back to normal now.
That means we can leave.
Well, I mean, I want my reward first.
You shall be paid. The kleptomaniac will tell you. They always get your money to you.
All right,
Isn't
this
that right,
person's
Ari?
just a middleman.
I mean, they're
Did
not
you
wrong.
steal something?
That mask. Isn't that right, Ari? Stole that mask from the woman.
Oh, yes. And Ari will start ticking off. I got this.
I want to make an insight check.
Can I cast
I
it?
just assumed that she'd stolen something else.
Well, I mean, you did say kleptomaniac.
I'm casting detect
No,
magic.
I
as go.
believe her completely. She stole nothing. Except the
That's
mask.
a good person.
Okay, what, are we rolling detect magic on the mask?
And I'm just looking at Ari and using detect magic, just to see
Oh,
if there's anything in possession.
are you wearing any magical items?
No. But I have got the ruby in my pocket.
It doesn't. Nope, doesn't ping. The mask doesn't ping.
Okay.
It's at this point that the horse behind you guys begins to speak. And there's this weird kind of spectral voice to it. It's like, you have been summoned. And there's going to be a small little black portal that's going to appear. And Jet's going to turn to Vilduf and say, we're needed elsewhere.
Oh, for fuck's sake, this happens every time. Why can't for once we get the reward we're promised?
Dwarf. What's your name?
Yes. Dwarf. You were right first time.
He's going to sigh and he's going to pull out a potion from his pack on his gimp belt now, because apparently that's still going on. And it's this kind of, it looks like magma in a jar, and there's little bits of like dodecahedrons popping in and out of it. It's going to hand it to you, saying, this is a potion of fire giant strength. You're going to need it to keep an eye on these two, I'm sure.
Yes, I appreciate that. I will write that down.
I'd offer you two something, Ari Finbar, but basically, I'm too selfish, and Finbar, fuck you twice over.
Anytime you wish, my friend. Anytime.
Don't worry.
With those fingers, I mean.
They'll all bend the knee one day. And,
Very easily.
and he'll just walk through
Both of them, in
the portal.
Exactly what I
His
was
obsession
thinking.
with people bending the knee, and I'll follow after.
Okay, and as Jet and Kvelduf disappear into the inky blackness, that is where we will end our session for tonight.
Oh,
We are just out of time.
woo-wee. Amazing, awesome. Well, that was an episode, my friends.
That was a
In order. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let us know. Stick around. We've got our next game coming up in a few minutes' time, which is City of Mist, The King's Hustle. This is episode 2 of that show. And we're giving away a set of tabletop loot dice in just a few seconds, so be around and chat to win. But let's go around to cast and crew. Did we enjoy ourselves? And of course, where can we find you guys online? Let's start with our fantastic DM for the night, Susie. How was that?
That was wild. I am loving this series because everything just doesn't happen how I think it's going to happen. And we end up with mighty paladins in gimp gear. I mean, last week we lubed a tortoise. And this week we have... So hey, if you become a guest on this show, just be aware something's probably going to happen to your character. Yeah. But you can find me at twitter.com/Susanna Grace or twitch.tv/Susanna Grace. I'm a variety streamer and an artist, so check out my stuff.
Fan Davidosi. And Chris, how was that, my friend?
That was awesome. That was really fun. Yeah, always great. I always enjoy it. And I can't wait to see what we lube up next week. It's going to be great. You can find me on Twitter at Pangalactic. I run a D&D website called Loot the Room. I publish on DM's Guild. I stream here on Twitch. And you can catch me on Greyhawk channel on Saturday night in Birthright and March, where I play it all.
Awesome. Fantastic. And Madame Gandalf, how was that?
Any time where I get to do ridiculous things as Ari is always a good time. From trying to use a potion against a mimic and using my own teammate as an improvised weapon. I love doing stupid things with Ari. And thank you so much, Susie, for putting up with me doing weird shit. So, hey, thank you. Thank you again. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next week and what's going to happen with this ruby encrusted necklace that she has just acquired and not really told anyone about. But yeah, my name is Madame Gandalf. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter also under Madame Gandalf. You can find me everywhere as Madame Gandalf. I'm total like variety, a bit of like cooking, singing, gaming, pub quizzes, you name it. We probably have done it at some point. And so yeah, thank you so much for having me once again.
Fantastic. And of course, our friend Mr. Caldron, how was that, my dude? Awesome job tonight.
Well, I was obviously, as I mentioned, very nervous coming to this, but this was just a blast. This was beyond expectation. Absolutely enjoyed myself every moment of the way. So I can be found on Twitter as Eldritch Warlock, and I can actually be found on Mondays and Wednesdays on the RPG Lab, where I've recently got involved with their games, although the Wednesday game will be ending soon, I think. I can also be found, if you don't mind me plugging this, next month on Variant Roles, where a team of 4 DMs will be running 4 groups through Waterdeep for the Dragon's Heist.
Awesome. Very cool. Very cool. And last but not least, Koros RPG. How is that, my dude?
Hi. I just want to say that Susanna, that was great. The DM work was spot on with this. It was awesome, and I did not expect that my horse would be so swole and would be so effective. I should probably play more characters that have steeds, you know. But when I am not playing lawful evil dragonborn gimps, you can find me on twitter.com/KorosRPG, where I talk about D&D. I post homebrew, and I'm also on Scraticus's channel on Tuesdays at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Wizards and Wardrobes, and on Saturdays I have my own show called Firelight, where I take a guest through their own personalized one-shot each week. And this week it's at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we have Archmage Derek, I cannot speak today, on for the show, and so it should be interesting. So please come by. It'd be awesome.
But to be clear, it's largely about Dragonborn gimps. Aside from there's other stuff on the side, but
like it's everywhere.
90%. Yeah. Oh, amazing. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure to play with these guys tonight. If you guys want to come along and play with us each week, every Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern, we run these games. You guys can apply. Just join into the Discord, which I'll link here, and you can sign up for the games there. We're going to give away the dice. We're going to play some City of Mist. So until next time, my friends, try not to roll too many now ones because we want to be there laughing when you do. Good night, everybody. Bye!